Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something. Are you willing to leave your mark on the world, or will you live a life that fades into the background, unnoticed, unimportant, and ultimately forgettable? The world is full of people who go through the motions, people who wake up every day, work their jobs, pay their bills, and let the days slip by without ever making a significant impact. But let me tell you this. It doesn't have to be that way for you. You have greatness inside of you. You have the potential to leave a legacy. But here's the hard truth. It won't just happen because you wish it. You need to make it happen. You need to fight for it. The time to take action is now. If you want to leave your mark on this world, you must be willing to sacrifice. You must be willing to push yourself harder than anyone around you. Mediocrity won't cut it. You can't afford to play small, to hide in the shadows, and to let the fear of failure control you. The world doesn't owe you anything, and nobody is going to hand you success on a silver platter. If you want to make a difference, you have to earn it. Every day, every decision, every action you take must move you one step closer to that greatness you envision. So how do you do it? How do you go from living a mediocre life to leaving a lasting impact on the world? The answer is simple. You act. You take massive action, and you take it now. You stop making excuses and start making decisions that propel you forward. Today, I'm going to share with you the steps, the mindset, and the habits that will help you leave your mark on the world. But it's not going to be easy. Number one, you reject financial security and become determined. Take action. It's going to take guts, persistence, and an unwavering commitment to excellence. Take responsibility for your own success. One of the biggest mistakes people make is blaming others for their lack of success. They blame their parents, their circumstances, their upbringing, their boss, or anyone and anything except themselves. But here's the cold, hard truth. If you want to leave a mark on the world, you need to take full responsibility for your own success. Nobody owes you anything. The world doesn't care about your sob stories or your excuses. If you want to achieve something great, you need to take ownership of your life, your choices, and your actions. When you take responsibility for your success, you stop making excuses. You stop looking for someone to blame when things don't go your way. Instead, you accept that you are the architect of your own destiny. The success you achieve is directly tied to the actions you take or don't take. If you want to make a real impact, you must commit to being accountable for your own life and for the choices you make every single day. This isn't just about taking responsibility when things go well. It's about taking responsibility when things go wrong. You can't blame others for your failures. You can't sit around and feel sorry for yourself. Instead, you have to look at every setback, every mistake, and every failure as a learning opportunity. When you take responsibility for your own success, you stop being a victim of circumstance and you start being the master of your own fate. It's not easy to own up to your shortcomings. It's much easier to point fingers and place the blame elsewhere. But here's the reality. If you want to be a true leader and leave a mark on the world, you need to be willing to look yourself in the mirror and take responsibility for your actions. You must be willing to admit when you've made a mistake, learn from it, and keep moving forward. This is the first and most critical step in making a difference in the world. Until you take responsibility for your success, you will continue to be at the mercy of external circumstances. But when you step into that power, when you own your life, you will realize that the world is yours for the taking. Master the art of sacrifice. If you think you're going to leave your mark on this world without sacrifice, you're living in a fantasy. Success requires sacrifice. It requires giving up comfort, convenience, and security in order to achieve something bigger, something meaningful. When you commit to leaving your mark, you must be prepared to sacrifice time, energy, and motivation. Sacrifice is not a popular word in today's world. We live in a society that prioritizes instant gratification, where everyone wants everything right now. People want success without the struggle. They want to make a difference, but they don't want to pay the price. But let me tell you, there is no way around it. You cannot reach the heights of greatness without making sacrifices along the way. You will need to work harder, longer, and smarter than everyone else if you want to be successful. Sacrifice means waking up earlier than everyone else, staying up later, and putting in the extra hours when everyone else is taking it easy. It means cutting out distractions and saying no to things that are not in alignment with your goals. You will have to make tough choices that may seem difficult in the moment, but will ultimately pay off in the long run. Sacrifice isn't always about giving up material possessions or luxuries. It's often about giving up your comfort zone and pushing yourself beyond what you thought was possible. The truth is, greatness doesn't come without discomfort. If you want to leave a mark, you must be willing to pay the price. And that price will involve sacrifices, sometimes big, sometimes small. But every sacrifice you make will bring you closer to your ultimate goal. The sacrifices you make today will pay dividends tomorrow. If you want to be remembered for something great, you must be willing to endure the hardship that comes with success. Sacrifice is the price you pay for greatness. Without it, you're simply drifting, going through the motions, never truly committing to your dreams. But when you embrace sacrifice, you open the door to limitless possibilities. Eliminate the dead weight. You can't leave your mark on the world if you're weighed down by negativity, bad habits, or people who don't support your goals. If you're going to achieve greatness, you need to surround yourself with people who challenge you, push you, and hold you accountable. You need to eliminate the dead weight in your life. The people, the habits, and the distractions that hold you back from reaching your full potential. Many people are surrounded by negative influences. They have friends, family members, or colleagues who don't believe in them, who don't encourage them to pursue their dreams, or who constantly drag them down. These people are toxic, and if you want to succeed, you need to get rid of them. Cut the dead weight from your life. You don't need to spend your time with people who won't help you grow. You don't need to waste energy on relationships that drain you rather than elevate you. But it's not just people. You need to eliminate bad habits as well. How many of you have habits that are holding you back? Procrastination, laziness, self-doubt, fear of failure. These are all habits that prevent you from taking action. You need to take a hard look at your life and identify what's keeping you stuck. Once you've identified it, get rid of it. You must replace these bad habits with productive, success-oriented habits. The process of eliminating dead weight requires discipline and focus. It's not easy to let go of people or habits that you've been attached to for a long time. But if you want to leave your mark on this world, you must do it. Every ounce of energy you spend on things or people that don't align with your goals is energy wasted. Eliminate distractions, cut out negativity, and focus your efforts on what truly matters. You cannot soar to new heights if you're carrying baggage. Cut the dead weight, and you'll find that you can move faster, more efficiently, and more effectively toward your goals. If you want to make a real impact, you must surround yourself with the right people and engage in the right habits. Anything less is simply a distraction. Be unforgivingly relentless. There are few things more powerful than the will to win. But to leave your mark on the world, you must be relentless in your pursuit of success. You must be willing to work harder than anyone else. You cannot afford to be soft. You cannot afford to quit when things get tough. It doesn't matter how many times you fall, how many setbacks you face, or how many people tell you it's impossible. If you want to leave your mark, you need to be relentlessly determined. Being relentless means having the grit to keep going when everyone else is ready to give up. It's about showing up every day no matter how tough things get. It's about pushing through adversity, overcoming setbacks, and refusing to back down. The world rewards those who never stop. The world rewards those who continue moving forward, even when the road gets hard. Relentlessness is not about being reckless. It's about staying focused, staying disciplined, and never wavering from your goal. You must be able to take criticism, face failure, and keep pushing forward with even more intensity. If you want to leave a legacy, you cannot afford to be passive. You cannot afford to take breaks or second guess yourself. You must be unforgivingly relentless in your pursuit of success. And this doesn't just apply to business or career. It applies to every aspect of your life, whether it's your health, your relationships, or your personal growth. You must approach it all with the same relentless drive. The world doesn't owe you anything, and if you want to achieve anything significant, you have to earn it. So get out there and show the world what you're made of. Develop a warrior mindset. In order to leave a mark on the world, you must develop a warrior mindset. A warrior doesn't wait for things to happen. They make things happen. They don't shy away from battle. They embrace it. A warrior faces every challenge head on and fights with everything they've got. If you want to make an impact, you need to cultivate this mindset. You need to develop the mental toughness to overcome any obstacle and the determination to keep pushing forward no matter how fierce the battle. A warrior is not afraid of hard work. They are not afraid of failure or pain. Instead, they see it as a necessary part of the process. They know that only by embracing adversity can they grow and become stronger. You too must adopt this mindset if you want to leave your mark. A warrior understands that every day is a fight and they are ready to face it. They don't complain about the challenges, they embrace them as opportunities to prove themselves. If you want to leave a lasting legacy, you need to adopt this mentality. Every setback is a chance to grow. Every failure is a lesson learned. So, make the decision today. Choose to be a warrior. Stop waiting for things to get easier. Embrace the struggle and let it fuel you to greater heights. The warrior mentality is what will help you push through the toughest times and come out victorious on the other side. Focus on creating value, not just making money. If you want to leave a mark on the world, it's not enough to just chase money. Money is a byproduct of value creation. When you focus on creating something meaningful, something that solves problems or improves lives, the money will follow. You cannot focus on the financial rewards and expect success. Instead, focus on how you can make a difference and serve others. The wealth will come as a result of the value you create. The most successful people in the world didn't get there by simply focusing on their bank accounts. They got there by finding ways to add value to the world. Whether it's through innovation, service, or leadership, they made a difference. When you focus on creating value, you create a lasting impact that goes far beyond just monetary gain. The money becomes secondary to the legacy you build. Hey, don't get me wrong, money's important, but it should never be the driving force behind your actions. The true measure of success is not how much you make, but how much you give. When you focus on giving, on solving problems, and on creating something that improves the lives of others, you create a legacy that will last long after the money fades away. So ask yourself, what value are you bringing to the table? How are you contributing to the world? If you want to leave your mark, focus on creating something meaningful, something that changes lives, something that leaves the world better than you found it. That's how you make an impact. Never stop learning and evolving. The moment you stop learning is the moment you stop growing. If you want to leave your mark on the world, you must commit to lifelong learning. The world is constantly changing, and in order to stay ahead, you need to evolve with it. The most successful people in the world are those who are always learning, always growing, and always looking for ways to improve. You cannot afford to become complacent or stagnant. If you want to leave a lasting impact, you must continuously seek knowledge and growth. Learning isn't just about reading books or attending seminars. It's about being open to new ideas, new perspectives, and new ways of doing things. It's about pushing yourself to expand your mind and challenge your assumptions. If you're not constantly evolving, you're falling behind. The world rewards those who are adaptable, those who can pivot when necessary and learn from their experiences. So never stop learning, never stop growing. If you want to leave your mark on the world, you need to commit to being a lifelong student. Be hungry for knowledge, always seeking ways to improve yourself, your business, and your life. Don't be afraid to be bold. Finally, if you want to leave your mark on the world, you must be bold. Don't be afraid to take risks. Don't be afraid to fail. The boldest actions often lead to the greatest rewards. If you want to make a real impact, you cannot be timid. You cannot play it safe. You need to step up, take chances, and be unapologetically bold in your pursuit of success. The world doesn't reward the timid or the cautious. It rewards those who take risks, who put themselves out there, and who aren't afraid to fail. If you want to leave your mark, you need to be bold enough to take the first step, even if you don't know exactly where it will lead. Being bold means taking action in the face of uncertainty. It means making decisions without waiting for perfect conditions. It means trusting yourself, your abilities, and your vision, even when others doubt you. The boldest actions often lead to the greatest achievements. So be bold. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for the right moment. Create that moment yourself. The world needs more bold leaders who are willing to take risks and push boundaries. If you want to leave your mark, you need to be one of them. Cultivate an unshakable work ethic. Success isn't handed to you on a silver platter. It's earned through hard work, sacrifice, and relentless effort. You won't leave a mark on the world if you're not willing to put in the necessary work. The difference between those who make a lasting impact and those who fade into obscurity is simple. Work ethic. When others are taking shortcuts, you're grinding. When others are relaxing, you're pushing yourself harder. A strong work ethic is the foundation on which you will build your legacy. The reality is, most people are lazy. They want the reward without putting in the effort. They want success to come easily, but life doesn't work that way. If you want to make an impact, you need to embrace the grind. You need to become addicted to hard work. You need to find joy in the process, not just the result. A relentless work ethic doesn't just apply to your career or business. It applies to everything in your life. Whether it's your health, relationships, or personal development, you need to put in the work. People who leave their mark on the world don't rely on luck. They rely on sweat, discipline, and consistent effort. They show up every single day, even when they don't feel like it, and they do the work that others are unwilling to do. This work ethic won't be easy. It will require you to sacrifice comfort, sleep, and leisure. It will challenge you, break you down, and push you to your limits. But this is exactly what you need if you want to leave a legacy. You can't afford to be lazy, and you can't afford to quit when things get tough. You need to have an unshakable work ethic that keeps you moving forward, no matter how difficult the journey may be. In the end, those who are willing to outwork everyone else are the ones who make a real impact. They're the ones who stay late, wake up early, and do whatever it takes to get the job done. If you want to leave a mark on the world, you need to develop this type of mentality. Get to work and let the results speak for themselves. Develop a vision bigger than yourself. Leaving a mark on the world is not about serving your own ego or seeking personal fame. It's about something much bigger than that. It's about having a vision that transcends yourself, a vision that impacts the lives of others, a vision that improves the world. If your focus is only on your own success, you're missing the point. A legacy is built by serving something greater than yourself, by making a difference that will endure long after you're gone. Having a big vision requires you to think beyond your own limitations. It requires you to push past the fear of failure and the doubts that will inevitably arise. When you have a vision that is bigger than your own desires, you will find the strength to overcome any obstacle that stands in your way. This is what separates the dreamers from the doers. The people who are willing to take massive action toward a vision that is much larger than just them. A powerful vision gives you purpose. It gives you direction. It keeps you moving forward even when the odds are stacked against you. It fuels your desire to push through the darkest days and continue chasing your goals, no matter how tough the road may seem. When you're working towards something that has the potential to impact the lives of others, you will find the motivation to keep going, even when everything else seems to be falling apart. Your vision doesn't have to be grand in scale, but it must be driven by a desire to make a difference. It must be fueled by the intention to improve the world in some way, no matter how small. Whether you're trying to build a business, create art, or leave a positive impact on your community, your vision should be bigger than just personal gain. It should inspire you to take action that will benefit others. If you want to leave your mark, develop a vision that is bigger than yourself. Focus on creating something that will outlast you, something that will positively affect the lives of others. When you do this, you'll find the strength to keep pushing, the courage to keep moving, and the drive to achieve greatness. The world needs more people with big visions who are willing to do the work to make them a reality. Become one of them. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to leave your mark on the world, it's not going to be handed to you. It's not going to be easy. It will require hard work, sacrifice, an unshakable work ethic, and a relentless commitment to a vision bigger than yourself. You will need to take full responsibility for your life, eliminate distractions, and push yourself to be bold and fearless in your pursuit of success. The world doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't care about your comfort zone or your fear of failure. If you want to make an impact, you need to take action, develop the habits of success, and fight for your dreams. You must work harder than anyone else, be relentless in your pursuit of your vision, and never settle for mediocrity. You have the potential to leave a lasting legacy, but it will require you to step up, embrace the struggle, and keep moving forward no matter what. If you want to be remembered for something great, you must start today. Leave your mark on the world. It's yours for the taking, but you must be willing to put in the work. Make the sacrifices and take the risks necessary to achieve greatness. Let's get to work.